Throughout your lifetime, you or someone you know has probably gotten frostbite. Now, you may wonder, what exactly is frostbite? Frostbite is a term referred to as when a part of your body is exposed to extreme cold and becomes frozen. Frostbite can be very dangerous, and in certain cases, it can lead to amputation of certain body parts. According to Dr. Peter Shearer, when frostbite occurs, circulation becomes impaired and the water within your tissues freezes, oftentimes leading to tissue destruction. Today I am here to inform you what frostbite is, the dangers of frostbite, as well as how to prevent it. Now that you know what exactly is frostbite, there are a few things to look for when deciphering if you or someone you know has gotten frostbite. According to AccuWeather.com, here are some signs of frostbite as well as steps to take if you or someone you know has gotten frostbite. One sign of frostbite is numbness in the affected area. Another sign is a waxy and firm feeling in that affected area. And your skin might also turn white or grayish yellow. Now, if you get frostbite, there's a few things that you should do. First, you should find warm shelter immediately. The second thing you should do is run warm water over the affected area, but make sure it's not scorching hot. Try not to rub or massage the affected areas, because this can make it worse sometimes. In extreme cases, get medical attention. Now, there are a few ways to prevent yourself from getting frostbite. One obvious way is to avoid being in the cold for extended periods of time. Another way you can prevent yourself from getting frostbite is to wear appropriate clothing. So for example, if you're going out to shovel your driveway and it's in the negative 30-degree mark, you probably don't want to be wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Another way you can prevent frostbite is to take frequent breaks from being out in the cold if possible. Drinking warm fluids can also help prevent frostbite too, but avoid high amounts of caffeine and alcohol. Now there are 3 different stages of frostbite: early stage, intermediate stage, and the severe stage. Now the early stage is the most common, and this is also known as frostnip. In the early stage, skin becomes cold, numb, and white, as well as a tingling sensation occurs, and this can usually heal on its own. The intermediate stage, or the middle stage, is a little less common, and this is when the skin turns red and blisters when your skin is thawed out. In the middle stage, the affected area will become frozen at initial onset and may swell and itch. This typically affects the top layer of skin and tissue, and treatment is not required, but oftentimes recommended so that there's not any lasting damage. Now the third stage, the severe stage, is the most advanced stage, and this is where the skin becomes white, blue, and blotching, and oftentimes black blisters can form, and this is a sign that skin has died. This could lead to further damage to the muscles, tendons, and bones underneath, and requires urgent medical care immediately. Now that you know about frostbite, all the dangers it can pose to your health, you should be well aware and be prepared and have a good idea of how to tell the signs of frostbite, the different stages of frostbite, as well as how to treat it if you or someone you know has gotten it. Frostbite is nothing to play around with, and it can pose an everyday health risk to anyone that works outside or does any sort of outside activity throughout the winter.